Hi everyone and welcome to this week's Cyber Risk Engineering. This week, your primary email account is your bastion host on the internet. But this video is not just about two-factor authentication. We're going to be discussing a little bit more in depth what you can do to protect your primary email account. So when it comes to your settings for the account, just make sure that you've enabled as much as you can in terms of security. Yes, two-factor authentication is important, even considered elementary these days. But more importantly, I like more advanced features like looking at the sessions, and you can see a screenshot of how many sessions from an email provider I have running, the screenshot below. Or just overall a health check, and that's another screenshot from another provider in the screenshot that follows. Finally, you don't really need to rely on email protection services such as registrations as to whether or not your email has been compromised. Generally, these days, you get a lot of information from the media, from the news. So a really popular website, one that I like as well, is haveibeenpwned.com. And what you see on the screenshot below are 3 hacks that, if you're not on that list, well, what can I say? We're talking about 66 million accounts. Then we've got the Adobe hack back in 2013, LinkedIn on the list, etc. So statistically speaking, your email is probably in that list that you see below. So ways to protect your email account is when you hear in the news of a compromise relating to technology that you use online, then make sure that you go and you reset your password. When it comes to resetting your password, there's no need to say that you need a really strong password. What you also need is to make sure that you keep tabs on when you last reset the password, because you've got to do that date comparison, right? So if your account got compromised at a certain date and you've got that information, then you need to make sure that you update your password. Ways to do that, we've talked about password managers that do that. There's another video that I'm going to link to from last week in terms of how do you write down your passwords. Please use codes when you write them down. So your primary email account is your bastion host online. Make sure that you protect it. Keep an eye out on what we call for indicators of compromise. So basically anything relating to information that your account is potentially being breached. And when you do get that information, well, the one thing to do is go and reset your password. Hackers also do use this technique, so be a little bit careful. Make sure that you reset your password from a trusted machine, one that you typically use for these operations. Don't click on any links that involve password resets. That's typically phishing, and we don't want to get involved in that. There you have it. How to protect your primary email account. Treat it like your bastion host of your identity online. Thank you for watching.